Hold on tight, 'cause things ain't right, that's for sure. We got to hold on tight, 'cause things just ain't right, that's for sure. Thought I had something going on, and I was wrong. I was wrong 'cause I thought I had something going on. But now I know I was wrong, that's for sure. So what can we do? Can we say? What can we do all about that? Anyway, we got this virus going around. I talked about that to a young lady at the other food bank. Let her know that this virus ain't no joke. And she was saying she can understand why people are running scared. And I told her that this virus is got people running scared, especially if you're in a high-risk area. And then we find out that this virus is almost worldwide. So we be one of the last countries that it's going to affect, but it's going to affect us. So ain't no ain't no shortcut around that. So here we are, stuck with this virus, and it's a monster, a virus. So I cut the food banks off. I don't want to be associated with a lot of people. Trying to get some food because I'm in that high risk area. And I can easily catch this booger bear, and it can take me for the last ride of my life. So you can't be scared to live life, but you got to be smart about it too. If the odds are against you, you got to let some things go. And one thing I let go was that trips to the food bank and hanging out in loud crowds and the social events. So hopefully people are going to act right, even though they had to put orders in place from the governor, executive orders for people to stop gathering around. They had almost shut everything down that was non-essential. That means if you don't have nothing to do with a matter of life and death, or food, or providing a service that's a necessity, your business is supposed to be closed down, and that's what going to help people from hanging out. Close all the parks, and they close all the restaurants, close the movie theaters, they close all the sporting events nationwide. It's shut down. So it looked like a ghost town. A ghost town. Remind me of a little bit of the riots back in 1967. But I was about 13 years old. I had to be about 13, about 13, 12, 13. I wasn't old enough to really be out and about, but I seen the change that occurred. It ain't as bad as the martial law it was with the riots, because you couldn't come off the porch. But it's about the same with the business shut down. It's a bit different. And with the riots, people are burning down. This time the business are shut down. So that's the bit different. So this is a killer virus that's out here. It have changed everybody's lifestyle that it affected. It's funny seeing people people walking around and riding around with surgical masks on their face. So they got their face covered up and they have gloves on their hands, surgical gloves and maintenance gloves. Gloves we used to do painting gloves. They got them painting gloves on their hands and mechanic gloves on their hands, so they plastic gloves on their hands. And that's something different to see. So we got some bad news with that. It's like a storm in the summertime, but it's not summertime, in the springtime. So this virus is going to last about 3 or 4 weeks, and that's more than a month. If you come back too soon, because it's so contagious, you come back too soon and bring society back too soon, because people still migrating, people still hanging out. They still on the congregate. That's the word, congregating. They still congregating like ain't nothing happening. The alcoholics are doing it. I went to the store. I seen them standing outside the store with the brown bag and a beer can right next to each other. And it's not safety in numbers. Numbers are working against you, not for you. I got one person infected, and that one person infect 100 or more people and not know they got it. That's what makes it so sneaky. You don't have no signs, but the person that is contagious. You're so contagious that you can affect a whole lot of people and go through the whole process of having this virus and not have no side effects. So that's what makes it real sneaky. And they don't know where it's coming from or where it's at. So that's why they're trying to isolate people and get away from each other, which is hard to do because people are so used to doing what they want to do. So you tell them what they can't do, they get upset about that. So a lot of people's jobs have shut down. And there's a whole lot to it. But you got to count your blessings to be here each and every day now. We truly walking this way by faith and not by sight. So that's what's happening on this home front. I can't say nothing until next week. Give me plenty of opportunity to catch up on hooking up the bicycles and hooking up the trailers and doing some hookup like that, doing some positive stuff. And working on the tours, the bicycle tour, doing the preview. I'm doing a preview with Google. So I'm going to see can I finish that up this weekend. I got one pretty much finished up around the park. I'm going to finish up the other two I'm working on. So hopefully I can have all three of them finished this weekend. And I don't get distracted. If I do, I just get distracted. But those are the projects that I'm going to be working on. But we got all the downtown nationwide. I'm working on the bicycle. I ain't ordering no more parts online. I'm working what I got to. When I finish that up, I'll be finished until the virus is subsided. Might take a little while, but you got to be patient with this one. You can't get what you want because you want it. You got to accept what you're going to get because you're going to get what you're going to get. And whatever it's meant to be is meant to be. So we're working on that. And we'll see what happens. Heard from the group that's in charge of the money with the tour group. And we got a payout because I don't think we're going to be able to do anything this year. Because I know around June or when I had planned, it's still a long shot. It's a big gathering of people that's going to be out of the country. It's a worldwide event. So I don't know if everybody's going to be traveling. They want to have it because they, it's a big money maker. And my first tour is all about that. College Creek Greenway is all about the automotive companies that was on the east side here on Detroit. So I guess I can talk about that with my downtime from the food bank. I can talk about the tours and the bicycles. So that's what we're going to gear towards till this epidemic is over. So that's what the 411 is. I might have a chance to put this out there on Amazon. Amazon invited me to put this broadcast out there with their listeners. So we'll see. I'm having trouble signing it up and getting all the final the details taken care of. I got blocked out by 2 lines. 2 lines will not let me finish it up. So I let them know it's not user-friendly to sign up for it. So there's additional cost to it, but I'm not going to offset it by going with another program for the podcast. But we'll just see. Right now, I'll be able to afford it because they're giving it supposed to be half price. Every time somebody advertises 50% off on what the original price is, that must be something to it. Sometimes it's true because you might have a short run on maybe a year or so, and then all of a sudden, get the full price of $40 instead of $20. But that's to get your listening audience. But if you get advertising on it and get paid for your advertisements, then you get your money back. So we'll see what happens. I was going to check it out. And this might be good for the group if they get into it. I don't know. We'll just see what we'll see when they go down. But until then, it's been about 10 minutes. I tried that new micro system on this program with this old school computer. It's updated, but it's an older version model as far as the body. But the operating system is updated. So that when I put that the one that I put in there, what is that called? The one that I have Phantom Power. The Phantom Power did not work as good as this microphone without the Phantom Power. So I'm thinking the sound card that's already built into this computer is a good match with this microphone. It's not a good match with all microphones, but it match up real good with this microphone. Because I can be way back here with it like I'm supposed to be and still be coming in loud and clear. So that's what we want. So anyway, that's what the 411 is for right now. So I will be updating you at the end of this weekend, see how far I got on these projects. And by me checking in, my goal is to have all these projects finished. At least I'll give them a halfway start. I can bring them inside the house. It's still kind of cold out, around about 50 degrees. It's the start of the spring. And I get a chance to keep you updated and see what's happening with the survival part. This is the last weekend in March. This is last Friday in March of 2020. So that's what's happening with this. So I know what kind of mic I need now to really match up with this program as well as the computer. So this one mic is the winner at the end of the day. All right, later, amigo, it's time for me to ring that bell. You know what that means. It means time to say adios, amigos.